Game on! Edward Nygma, aka Enigma, aka the Riddler, is obsessed with riddles, puzzles, and word games. He delights in leaving clues for Batman at the scene of his crimes, which regularly leads to his downfall. Using specially developed technology incorporated into his cane, he can take control of people's minds. Basically, not counting the look, this is the Riddler from the Jim Carrey. Like, this is Jim Carrey's Riddler. He kind of has a look of the Riddler from the original, like, Adam West Batman TV show. So, I haven't seen a lot of that show. I saw enough of it to know, like, the villains, but I don't think he had the ability to take over people's minds. I don't think anyone in that was really, like, a super being, as much as they were just people. Like, the Penguin, I know, was just a dude who owned, like, a shady business, and, like, the Riddler was just a really smart dude, and, like, the Joker was just a troublemaker. Like, there wasn't really anything, like, evil, like, super heinous. Okay. So, I believe I have to build something, and then that'll open up the guardrail so that I can drive the truck in. Or not. It just gets built. Oh, I have to finish it. Then it'll let the truck in. Nope, it'll just open up these switches. And then once I put these switches, then it will let the truck in. There we go. Gee, third time's the charm. So I'll drive this truck. So, judging by the money signed on this truck, I'm going to assume... That's a terrible parking job. I'm going to assume that this is a bank. And this is going to be a bank heist. They're trying to rob a bank. I need to remember to hit A to get out of vehicles. That way I don't just swap to Robin every time. Because I swap to Robin and then I swap back and it's not effective. Oh. I'm assuming Batman to get on there with his wingsuit. This is probably going to be Batman's wingsuit. Called it. Alright, Batman, you get on here. Robin, hoist me up. So, I believe after this is the Penguins next. But I really liked Danny DeVito's Penguin, and that's about it. The Penguin as a character, I don't know, he's never really been too interesting to me. He's just, like, Cobblepot's. I liked him in, what I've seen of the, Telltale series. Again, I'm a big Telltale fan, so I'm probably going to buy that, because I haven't bought that. I don't own it. I should. I don't, but I should, because... You know what? I might actually have, like, a Batman series where I play through the Lego Batman video games. I play through Arkham Asylum, Arkham Origins, Arkham everything. And then I can play, like, the Batman Telltale. And those might, like, expand onto the story side. But I'm pretty sure if you're careful and you kind of take your time as Batman in the Arkham games, you don't have any reason to die. Like, especially if you're playing on, like, the easy difficulty. Because there's a lot of games whereas you can play through on easy and you have no trouble whatsoever. Like, I don't even understand why. Do I need to, like, drive a money truck onto it? Really? There's some games where you can play as on easy and you have no trouble whatsoever with it. But as soon as you put on medium, you're dying every other second. For me, that was the Uncharted, like, 3... No, not Uncharted 3. Uncharted 2. I played it on easy, and it was, like, super easy. But then I played it on medium, and I was dying so often that I hated it. So I just didn't play it. I finished it on easy, and I got the story out of it, which is what I wanted it. And then I moved on to the third one. So, I guess I learned... that if I want to... Actually, that's kind of what gave me... What gave me the idea to have the game over and you lose is if you watch the... I was watching Achievement Hunter which are the great channel, Achievement Hunter / Let's Play. They did the Mastermind heist from GTA. And just the fact that it's hardest difficulty, you dead. It's just, I just really like the idea. And after seeing them succeed with it, that's what inspired me to do it. Because I've been wanting to do a gaming channel for a while, because I've been watching a lot of Game Grumps. So it was Game Grumps who got me wanting to do a gaming channel. But I knew that if I wanted to be successful, I had to have some sort of something special about my channel. Like, I had to have some catch. Like, if I would just be another name, like, just mindless, nameless, just gaming YouTube channel, there's so many of those out there, and I'm not good enough to compete with them. So I'd have to just hope that people would choose to watch me over them. I guess that's the key to the bank, which is why you wanted it. Oh, a toxin. Yeah. There's certain characters that can just walk in toxin, like, oh, I guess Two-Face can. So Two-Face can walk in toxin, as well as the Joker. I don't know if the Riddler can. Poison Ivy, I think, can. Oh, shiny bricks. I don't know if there's any point doing this before I hit Two-Face for the first time, but might as well get on with it. Get on with it! Oh. So I'm gonna need to get a bunch of those small pieces, because that's the suit Robin has. I should probably swap to that suit before I go around destroying things, because I will inevitably just destroy something, set up the pieces, and just walk directly past it. That's a dangerous jump. I feel like you could die over and over again trying to do that jump. And I'm not at all saying that because I died over and over again trying to do that jump. Alright. Oh, one more. I don't... So these, you break stuff and you just get kind of like random Lego pieces. But I think it's interesting because... Oh, these pieces, these aren't like common Lego pieces. Like, those aren't pieces that you would find in like everyday sets. Like, you would have to specially order those pieces. Like the, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like kind of like a wheel. Like it's a tube with, and it's wider on either side. You can't just get that. You can't just find that piece in like a Star Wars set. Well, I guess I don't know, because I love Star Wars, so I only really get Star Wars sets. It's like, I think the newest set I got was the newest version of the AT-AT, which is the like AT-M6. Which, I mean, it's a cool set. I'm looking at it right now. It's awesome. It just sucks that it's associated with such a, I guess, lackluster movie. Because I don't want to say the movie sucked. Because through editing, you can totally fix that movie. In fact, I'm trying to do that right now, and I believe I've reached a point where I'm happy with it. Because Star Wars is a series that's always saved in the editing. It's like, it's been a mediocre movie, or even at sometimes a bad movie, but you edit out all the nonsense, and all of a sudden the movie's okay. It's actually rather good. But then there's movies like Suicide Squad, which don't have enough in them to be good movies. Like, people always complain that it's just missing like the entire first act, which they're not wrong. It is. And that's why you can't make it a good movie. Because if a movie's missing something, you can't add it. Whereas if a movie has something stupid, you can totally take it out. In fact, that's basically what I did. Oh, I have to hit all these spaces. That's basically what I did with The Last Jedi, which is the Star Wars movie. I just took out, like, the whole Canto Bight scene. I took out basically all of Rose. I kept in a lot of Rey. I took out a lot of the stupid jokes in it. Like, the scene where he asked her, "Where are you from?" and she says, "I'm from nowhere." And he's like, "Everyone's from somewhere." And she cuts him off by saying Jakku, and he's like, "Alright, that's basically nowhere." I took that out. I thought that was stupid. He wouldn't come. It's too, like, snarky. It's too, like, stupidly comical. It doesn't flow well. So I just changed it so it was, "Where do you come from? Nowhere." It's like, "Why are you here, Ray from nowhere?" And that line all of a sudden builds up all this suspense and mystery around where she's from, why she's there, who is she as a character. That wasn't there when it was just a comical line. It's like the whole line where it's like holding for hugs. I don't have that in the movie. I took basically all that out. He shows up. They say, we're detecting a ship. And once they say we're detecting a ship, well then I just, he's shooting at me. Why are they shooting that thing at me? Once he says we detect a ship, Hux gives the order to fire, and then Poe fires in and starts destroying the cannons. Like, it flows a lot better. Now, the problem is, with the music, I can't have a lot of the scenes that I would like to have. I can't have just a random scene. Like, I can't take out scenes in the middle of, like, the climax, like in the Snoke fight. The scene where one of the guards gets thrown into a shredder. I can't take that out of the movie because without it, the music it jumps and goes from quiet to loud immediately. There's no gradual. And it just sounds stupid. So, that's something that I have to leave in there, but a lot of it is better, at least, in my opinion. In fact, I'm probably going to finally finish the edit of it tonight because I still have to do a lot of the finalizing on it. And then I'm probably going to bring it to school and show it to my friend and see what he thought, because he didn't think the movie was all that great either. So, because we're both massive Star Wars fans, which is why we were both kind of disappointed with how The Last Jedi turned out. Come on. Just beat him. I'm realizing I'm at like 13 minutes, and I'm almost beat the game. I just have to beat the Riddler, hit him one more time, and that's it. It's game over. So, alright, here it is. Bam! Final cutscene of the first chapter. Ran out of batteries once. Gave up 0 times. Had to re-record this, hopefully 0 times. I don't think there was anything wrong with my recording, but you never know that until the very end. Oh. Free play unlocked, of course. Gonna mash the A button, just because I don't need to see any of this stuff. Just gonna finish story. Here we go. The final cutscene. The big payoff for going through those levels. So here we see Arkham Asylum. Arkham Asylum is built super, like, not properly. A Clayface doing pottery. Haha. It's kind of interesting, I'd say, that they all get custom cells. I mean, I guess it's so that they all feel more comfortable and less, like, stir crazy, because if the more they're stir crazy, the more they want to break out. I don't know. But that's it. I beat 6.6% of Lego Batman. All the episodes by this point should be up. I should have episode 1, 2, 3, and this will be 4. This game was made by T&T, like Big T, Little T Productions. Those little construction guys, I feel like had to inspire, Traveler's Tales, that's what it is. Traveler's Tales made this game. I feel like the little construction workers were some form of inspiration towards Emmett. And this will actually be the first time you guys see the Batcave. So here you see, we're in a Batcave. Over there is the computer where you get to buy characters, and I'll show you when I do the Penguin at some point where you select your levels. But now that I've finished this first part, I can go over to the Riddler and Clayface, and I can play through the exact same story only I can play as the villains. So if I head over here, I'm now in Arkham Asylum, and we have, I can just hop in here, I can do Riddler's Revenge, and this is another 5 missions. So I might do those at some point. Well, in fact, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do those at some point, but not this point. So, if you like this episode, again, there's more already online. There won't necessarily be one next week. If you want to see more Game Over, you can go check one out on Monday. If you want to see Story Mode, you can go check that out on Friday. Next Wednesday, I'll have a totally different game up. I'm thinking about doing maybe Quantum Break. But who knows? I might try Jeopardy. Just have a one-off fun video. But anyway, guys, till next time, this is going to be Game Over.